All right, we are live. Taking a look at the markets. Gonna go over my trades. Logan with Infinite Money Trading. We'll see how this session goes. It's gonna be another really slow one. I expect the markets to move sideways again. We'll see what happens at close, but again, the dailies, nothing's gonna happen. Yesterday we got the Senate news that they're taking a recess till September. But the market's already priced in a compromise and stimulus is coming out, so didn't really see any reaction. EU was down because of their own, travel restrictions, new quarantine. We get some retail sales numbers in the morning. They were up 1.2% versus 2.1 expected, still trending up. We get some more numbers coming out a little bit later, productivity, things like that. That's probably going to beat expectations. And so we'll see. Got quite a few things on the table today. I'll do my best to bring it up on screen, go over it. It should be interesting. So we're about to open up. Let's take a look. I'm expecting to trade sideways, sort of come up into resistance here, slowly move through the zone, and then we'll see what happens near close. So here we go. Take a look at the velocity. I'm expecting, a green candle here, but see, let's take a look. Turning down a little bit. Not much volume, doesn't look like. I think it's going to take till lunch or so to get up into resistance. Got some interesting things already happening here. So I am looking to enter BABA on a dip. eBay, we already just got filled. That's probably going to be a scalp. I'll bring that up. I'm expecting a spike on some of these tickers, especially in tech. And then I'm going to have to scalp them, I think. I don't think that's going to hold out. The market's going to be trading way too sideways. We'll take a look. All right, so yeah, here's your green candle. I'm expecting some really long wicks here. We're looking at the 5-minute again. Just to get an idea of what's happening in the market on a more micro level, to see the reaction across other tickers. I think most of my tickers are going to be up today. The last time I did a live session, we traded sideways in the market, and they were not, didn't really see much going on. But I think today we'll see some better gains heading into the weekend. We'll see. Volume-wise, low volume, so. Let's take a look here. I'm going to be bringing some things up on the screen. I just want to make sure limit orders are being filled right, and then I can set up my stops, take profits. So for instance, like I said with eBay, I'm going to be putting a take profit up by 58 or so, I think. Maybe a little bit lower than that. I'll bring that up for you. So this zone, that's what we're looking for today. Move through this 337. It's the upside. We'll see. Maybe not. So BABA, here you go. Looking for this dip. Should roll over a little bit. We'll see how low I can get in on there. I'm going to put I had the limit orders in. I'll let you know if those gets filled. So when we get past this open, so again, we're trading sideways. There's literally nothing happening. Everyone's so neutral. Excuse me. Everyone is so neutral. Here's the eBay that I'm talking about. So we got filled. And then I'm going to look to take profit probably on that pretty quickly. I did just do the chart for premium, and I'm expecting it to go higher, but I'm not looking to do that from the open today. But I am looking to get a couple points. Everyone's trading off of the breakout as I am. So I sort of have to keep that in mind. Take a look. EW, I am selling, fell through. I'll pull that up later. I'm changing things. So let me just get everything out of the way, and then I can go over things a little more. So these first candles on SPY are going to be long. You can see the price action's heading down. It looks bullish. It's coming down, but it looks bullish with no volume. I mean, let's be honest here. Roku, so we're up, but I'm expecting it to drop off as well. So I might take off a little bit more again. I've sold most of the short to intermediate calls. I have some long calls, but I have a couple more things to take out. So Roku, I'm expecting another drop after open as well, sort of like I just said with eBay. Most tech is going to probably do that. Why? The market's trading sideways. Atom, we're looking pretty good. So we got a limit order filled on that support that we're moving up through. That should be good. So I've been waiting for an opportunity. That's good. SPY, we're still heading down. So we'll see. Maybe we get some reactions, but I'm still guessing we're going to move up through that supply. We'll gravitate that way at least. There's not going to be enough sellers. CNX, we're looking great. So this is something I've been holding since about the 17th. So we're up, almost 40% now. Looks like it's really going to take off today. That's a lot of velocity up. So that looks good. That looks good. So on the 5-minute, our first candle's red there, but looks like now we're heading up. So 15-minute green candle still on the cards. Again, we're going to trade very sideways. I think, the price action should be good. If you look at those candles from before, pretty long wicks there. Can be a lot similar to that. But it's Friday, not much volume, as we already see. It looks like a lot of the action is coming in on some of these other individual tickers, which is very interesting. That's why I like to choose my tickers. See the reversal there. Heading to the upside. We'll see if we test all-time highs today. Maybe a close. If we can get on top of this supply before close, then we can definitely do it. We'll see how well that holds. And why am I so confident that we're going to get up there? Well, we've been testing it day after day, and we opened right there. Let me show you EW here so you can see that we broke through. So I sold that. I bought yesterday on support. Wasn't able to hold it. We'll look for at close or Monday to re-enter that position, because I'm really I like that a lot, and I've got some good profit off it already from the last time. But this new position, we're still waiting to really take off. Let's take a look. ADIS, we're looking to buy. I'll pull that up soon. AMTD and Schwab, looking good to buy on support. We'll bring those up. OMC as well from that day, looking to buy on support. FTCH, I have one lucky call in on that. Maybe I should have bought more. I'll pull that up. Let's see, NVAX looking pretty good. We got in on that support on the trend line. I'll pull that up as well. Take a look. Coming up on the SPY. It should be interesting action. It's just going to be big up and down bars here, trading sideways again. Traders are neutral right now, and that's how you should be. I'm a little bit riskier. I'm trying to make points still. That's why I'm not trading. I'm not trading the SPY. I'm not trading the indexes. I mean, that's what a lot of the bigger traders are doing. But when you do that, you also need to be neutral a lot more than I like to be. I like to take advantage and take opportunities when they come. Right now, you can't be trading. What are you going to do on the SPY right now? SPY people that only trade SPY, they're able to make a lot bigger, purchases, and they can trade a lot larger, positions. I have to trade a lot of positions to be able to get, to spend all the money that I want to spend to be able to get gains. So those that are trading SPY, for instance, they're neutral. So ADIS, as I was talking about, buy on that support. Looks good. So limit orders getting filled there. Again, those from old watch lists. Let's take a look. So I can give you a rundown. What's looking the most bullish? CNX, PGEN, VIAC. So Viacom finally doing something. We are in that position. It's moving. We're going to get there later. But I'm just talking about velocity wise. JWN is also looking very good. We've been in that position, so we're holding that. There is a trend line coming up that I'll probably look to sell at some point. Maybe not today, but that would be amazing if it was today. So here's AMTD. So you can see, we're a little bit away from the support, but I didn't buy the last 2 days. And so same with OMC here, but I just got filled on these supports. So I'm gonna hold those through, see if we can get some action now. SPY again, we're getting there. Volume, nothing. So literally no volume. If you just take a look at what volume usually is around here, nothing, right? It's pretty low. So usually I want to see some volume. Nothing today. So just probably going to be sticking through, stuck in supply. To be able to move through supply, you need volume. So today, maybe close if we get up there. Some other positions we'll take a look at that's bullish: TEN, ACB, ATOM, DXC. Here is FTCH that I was talking about. Pretty disgusting if you take a look. So that's a very interesting chart. SPG looking good. So re-entered that. I'll pull that up later. ETRN, CXW, DISCA, NMRK, FDX. Here's NVAX, spot on the trend line. That's looking good again. So again, we made a lot on that earlier, but that's where we are now. So SPY, here's our third 5-minute candle. It'll finish off the 15-minute. Should finish right around where we opened. Again, not much volume, trading sideways. So here's eBay. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna take profit right up there. Looks like looks like a bearish candle up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to take profit up there. So quick play. I'm not usually trading intraday, but I'm gonna be entering eBay long. But I know that everyone's taking that pattern trade. Silver, taking profit. We're stuck on the supply, so it's going to take a little bit for metals to get going again. And that's all right. Take a look. So MBT, we're holding still, looking very good. Make sure I change my colors. So, this is a very long position. Might come back down to support, we'll see. But definitely holding that still. Very long, looks great. I'm going to pull up, see here. VST buying support. So a lot of these orders are getting filled. I'll bring them up once orders are getting filled. Here you go. So here's VST. Got filled down here. Support. Again, looks bullish. SPY. So here's a smaller candle to finish this off. Still is gonna make a pretty big wick on the 15. I expect as we get further out of open, these candles will get bigger as the volume continues to go down. PGEN, so we saw a big spike up, big spike down, another spike. So I just re-entered just the last 2 days. So I'm looking for another one of those spikes actually. So right after the breakout, we had saw that huge sell-off. So never got to enter until just these last couple days. So see if we can capture a little bit more in there. Maybe sell today even on that, after if we get a big gain. So CMCSA, we re-entered on the support, so that's looking good. So we already captured some profit from the last couple weeks. Looks great. Let's see. EOG, we're looking for an entry still. After we already took profit. Pull that up for you. Here's the NASDAQ, just to show you, first of all, what I was talking about with tech. That drop-off's coming. Should really put some music on for you. Paint drying. All right, what else are we looking at? ICE, MCK, TDS, UAL, FLIR, BBY, KTB, CLF, MGNI, AMRN, SPH, CTL. Looking good. DraftKings, I mean, we may actually get filled on these limit orders today down at support, which is ridiculous, but hilarious. I'll pull it up if we get filled. Huge red candles. Coming. They're coming. So DraftKings looking like a great buy soon. Again, AMTD looking good. HWM. CAH, GM. GM might be possible to re-enter. We'll take a look at that. CPRI looking good. MBT, GTN, ON, CI, OMC, HPE, VIV, AMX looking good. Here's EOG, as I was saying. So got filled on that. Looks good. So sold at resistance. Bought support, sold resistance. That's what you do. So we'll look to get up there again. Some nice candles here today. I just have it on 5 minute. This is not what I usually do, but I know it's a little bit more interesting for you guys. So SPY still moving up. Going to be slow. Z hanging in there. Take a look at the price movement. Probably going to continue what we're doing. Again, we had a big gap up. SPY coming down a little bit. So again, we're going to have a big candle. These we're going to trade sideways, and we may just get these candles may all just copy each other's high and low. So this candle might even go down to the low that we already saw. Yeah, see, it's moving a little bit. So Z, again, is flat. Going to probably climb a little bit later. UBS. So bought support. Nice buy today. So we had bought, sold. We're looking to buy again. So we're in there. We'll see. We'll see where we take that to. But still very bullish. AXL. Getting another buy opportunity. We'll see if this gets filled. So, down a little bit, but still looking bullish. So already have some contracts there, but not a bad idea to get more. So to take a look, 15-minute, how we're looking. Flat. So take a look. Again, very similar. Besides the big buy candles that we got the other couple days when we were below the the volume that was just not there to get that push. If you just compare, but the upside's there. The upside is there. Gonna move through supply. Let's see. HDS is still holding. Had that big gap up, but looking to get more upside on that. I don't want to take profit on that yet. I'll pull that up in a second. So see how far down we came on that next candle. Here you go. HDS gap up. Again, we've had some nice entries. Now we're just looking to see if we're going to get on the top of that trend line or not. From yesterday's watch list, BCRX got nothing, just coming down. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to enter that position. this up for you. There's BCRX. So again, we fell through. Now we have resistance. You just can't really buy here till you get the upside on that support. SPY candles, we're heading down. You know, we get some big candles. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, you guys are gonna like this one. So I put the DraftKings chart out this morning. Hold on. So take a look. Coming down pretty hard, but just testing the lows. It's going to come back up. It's going to gravitate towards that supply. Just waiting for the rest of these orders to get filled on DraftKings. Here you go. Here's Roku doing the same thing. Again, trading sideways on all the support. In terms of a buy, we'll see. So just waiting on the rest of these orders to get filled before I jinx myself. CNX really moving. That's nice. That's been a big payer for a while. And I'm glad we're getting some more movement on that. In terms of market reaction, we're not really getting much. I know we're getting a red candle here, but not much reaction. All right, here you guys go. Take a look at this ridiculous price action. I just filled the zone, so my limit isn't completely on support. You know, I put it a little bit above. So now we're looking for the upside here. If you just take a look at the way the price move comes down quite a bit, and then when we bounce back up. So even though we get filled today, I'm fine with that. It's a bit of a meme. It's a bit of a meme play, but it's there. Here's MBOT buying the velocity. So limit orders got filled this morning. I'm going to sell right up here, so I'm going to take profit right now. This was a lot of velocity. So this is where, when you're prepping, you want to be setting up limits and take profits at resistance, if that's your play. And so I'll go over the numbers a little bit later on that one. So MBOT was very nice play there. Those limit orders get filled on the velocity very quickly, which is nice. MTDR we're still holding. Very nice chart. So we did open a little bit lower than support, but you know, upside there. It looks good. Looks very bullish. Let's see. Market still doing the same. On the 5 minute, take a look. We're back and forth trading sideways, right? The open, you know, we didn't open much lower. Nothing really happened. Pre-market, after hours. You know, there's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of movement that's already occurred, and now that we're trading sideways still, there's not much going on. This is going to be a really slow day. Hopefully, there's a lot of action going on a lot of these other tickers. That's what we'll pay attention to more. We'll see what happens at close. I would have liked to see the movement happen here at open. Whether it's, you know, we'll see. But so here's your wick that I was talking about. Let's take a look at some pennies for you guys. So Cint, we got in yesterday. Got some nice price action here. You know, take a look at the movement. Maybe sell that at resistance today. Maybe I'll call it a day. But having fun with the penny stocks. I know all of you guys are, you know, big penny traders. So I want to get in on that action. I don't want to miss out, you know. So looking good there. I think I have about a $20 price target on Sint, so get in while you can. A couple other things coming up. AMX. Holding that. Looking good. GM, we're going to re-enter that position. I think a limit order already got filled. There's a few more waiting. So I'm going to re-enter on that. AER got filled on support. So did, let's see what else. A couple other things got filled, but not completely yet, so we'll go over those when they come up. Long wicks. Basically, no price action. So it seems like every time I do one of these live sessions, nothing happens. So maybe I should stop doing this. It's probably boring anyway. There's no point in watching this video. So if you already made it this far, then what are you doing with your life? And I'm doing this on a Friday. What are you guys doing? This video is going to be uploaded by like 10 o'clock at night. No, I'm like 5 o'clock. And you guys are watching. All right, what else we got? So everything that I've already mentioned is sort of doing what it's doing. BABA, getting filled. We'll see where that takes us today. So take a look, trading sideways. Not much going on until we get up through the supply. So that's the way it goes. BABA, let's see, I'll have to pull it up again a little bit later. Coming down a little bit, but here's TMHC. So interesting chart coming on at this level. We're holding, so we'll see what happens here. So here's AMX, so we're just gonna hold. Looks completely fine. Oh, that's not the right chart. Here you go. So looks fine. We're a little bit under resistance, but not expecting too much of a reaction since it moved through it pretty easily yesterday. CNX, here's your velocity, looks great. So again, we're holding through. We're already past the high from a couple days ago. And again, we captured all this profit down there, so looks great. Here's a nice candle coming out of this buy. Tesla trading sideways, so holding those calls. So here's a candle. So you can kind of see how the 15-minute comes out of these fives, you know, and where we are. So GM, here's what we got filled. Take a look at, you know, where we had bought in before, sold. So, you know, got close enough to support. Good re-entry. Nice candles here. Nice uptrend. Here's AER. So again, that's a hold as well. Let's see what else we got going on here. ICE we're holding. So bought in at support, still holding through. Looks very bullish still. Some big candles, a little bit scary there, but still holding out. Let's take a look again. So we're gradually moving into that supply. Volume wise, still nothing. Very low comparatively. And again, that has to do with neutrality. Has to do with where we are in supply. BBY looking great, so we're still holding the long calls. We sold some of the short-term expirations, in this area. Bought in from a couple weeks ago, but the upside's very, very nice on the long positions, so we're going to keep holding those. Pull up a few more things here. Keys is looking very bullish still, so we're going to hold that. It's completely fine. IBM, we're looking for an entry still. I mean, maybe by close today, maybe on Monday. Upside coming in this zone. It's a gradual climb through the supply. It's going to take a little bit. Pull up keys for you here so you can see we came down a little bit. It's hard to tell on the 5-minute. I'll show you the 15. So we have support down there, and we gapped up on top, bought in down on the trend line. So we're up a little bit, but feels pretty good up there. I'm gonna hold that. So nice movement right now. Looks good. Show you IBM. So again, we sort of have an opportunity here. You can see the movement we have from when we get the breakout, but we've been down. Haven't had much of an opportunity. DISCA, Discovery. Again, got in at support. Looks good. That's a tough chart. If you take a look at Discovery, it's a very tough chart. The options are very, it's just, they're all over the place. I've had, quite some trouble with the patterns on that chart. One of those positions where it's best just to go long and try to hold through, because that's what it is. I mean, it's a better ticker to buy shares on and hold long on those. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those big percent plays. Get stopped out on it, get stopped out. But buying on support. Show you guys the chart. So nice candles here. Got in. So you can see the buying opportunities, right? Selling opportunities. They're there. So got filled. Looking to continue that upside. Looks good. SPY, we're moving. We're getting there. Take a look at the 5-minute. It's doing what I expect. I expect us to slowly get in there, hang out in that range until we get to the upside. Maybe by close. See, CTL, we're still holding. By lunchtime, I expect us to get in there. Here's CTL that we're holding. Looks good still. Didn't really need to take profit yet. You can see sort of the movement. Excuse me. Looks great still. JWN. So here's what I'm talking about. Really nice velocity in the morning. From when we bought in, there was an opportunity to sell up on the trend line, and I'm gonna take advantage of that probably today. So maybe in a little bit, if velocity continues, I'm gonna look to take profit up there. I think it's gonna get another reaction up there if we move up there. So here's UNVR. Looking to buy. Not sure yet. Haven't put an order in for that yet. Yeah, so I think lunch, I think sort of on like the other live session, gonna get some dojis across that 337. Once it pushes in there, we're gonna wait until 2 o'clock. We'll see what happens at lunch. If it sits in there, if it stays in there till 2, then we'll get a test up to that 337.54. That'll be interesting. CARG, we're looking to buy. We'll see what happens on that. Here's that doji coming in. Here's CARG. So you can see we're right above supply now, turning into support for the upside. You can see how we've tracked in here, sold at resistance before, didn't really have an entry before. This looks like a pretty good entry. A couple other things coming up. Dan is, I didn't pull the trigger on taking profit yesterday, so I'm still holding, still looking to hold. It looks bullish still, so I'll get some more points out of that. Take a look at the chart. So you can see, you know, bought off support. We're up here now, but I'm expecting upside to continue. So it's really not. I didn't really need to take profit. You know, market's looking all right. What did I say? SPG, we got filled. So SPG's bought. So we took profit the other day. Now we're looking to get more upside. So looks good. You know, I want to get in. I want to get into these laggers when I can. Oh, green candle looking good. It's probably going to be a red candle. I think it's that doji's telling me it's going to be a red candle. So see that probably come down. But these are going to be big candles. I don't expect it to be that small of wicks. I expect it to be much longer. Just what it feels like today. But there's 9 minutes left on this candle. Probably going to be long red. What else we got? TEN, we're holding. Tesla, we're still holding. Yeah, so I'm going to put in a take profit on JWN right at the trend line. That's 10, so holding. Again, take a look at, you know, it's so bullish. You know, it's just, there's not much else to say about that chart. I'll pull up Tesla in a minute as well. Everything is looking pretty good. CNX is looking good. PGEN looking good. 10, you know, it's like I just showed you. It's looking very bullish. Could see some real action, you know, as the day goes on, since it's up there. Here's Tesla, so not really much action today, which is nice. Nice for a change. So we got in down at support. Now we're moving through. No reason not to push this contract. Let's take a look on the 5. So, you know, see we're sort of rolling over a little bit there again. So I'm expecting a red. And you can see how we're sort of getting into that zone. What happens when you get up there? You get the sells coming in. So you got to push through all those asks. See what else we got. ACB is looking very good. I did re-enter on the trend line on the wedge, even though it wasn't the best choice to, because it's been trending down on the trend line, but that looks good. I might sell up on the inbound trend line later today if we get up there, till we reclimb in there. DXC looking very good still. Gonna keep holding that. see. So here we are on the daily. You know, we're still stuck right on the supply. It's expected. Climbing into that all-time high. It's been a nice rally. Waiting to get in there. Once we're up there, it's gonna be interesting. Again, volume's coming down, so we'll see what happens on Monday or at close. So take a look at the candle. It's dojing down to red. That's what I expect. So I'm going to go ahead and just end this live session now. Not much going on. Enjoy you guys' weekend, and I'll see you in chat.